Okay, I just want to let you guys know I updated my policy on my channel regarding comments. Okay, so I'm going to real quickly show you what I've done, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Oops, not that. Alright, so the words, I haven't changed this. This still stands. If you use these words, your comment will be blocked and I will ban you permanently forever and ever. Okay, so no tolerance whatsoever for those words. All right, now what I changed was I was hold all comments for review. Now I'm going to allow all comments. Okay, so you got free reign to say whatever you want other than using those blocked words. Okay, so like the other day, there was a comment somebody said, "You're stupid," and that was very insightful, very honest, very intellectual, very well thought out, and I appreciate that. But the thing is, I already figured out that I was stupid. I already know I'm stupid. Okay, so that's good to be reminded of stuff like that. Just don't use those blocked words, and you're going to be fine. Okay. All right. Now, um, 1 Peter 4:16, he says, "Brother, you two will not allow my post to be sent to too long? Question mark. Pardon me for being blunt and brief." Well, I pardon you for being brief. I appreciate that. I always appreciate somebody being brief. Now, uh, basically, from here on down is Bible verses. You could have just, because I read the Bible every day, I'm familiar with all these verses. Okay, there's nothing here that is contrary or a mystery to me. Okay, um, but if you want to share them, that's fine. That's great. It's just you're sending a lot of stuff here, and you're not adding your own views to it. That's the only issue I'd have if you had more clarification. So basically, all I'm seeing is this right here. In regards to us not keeping the law while in the flesh, please consider the following. And then you go on to quote the entire Bible. Okay. Now, this is in regards to this video here, which was in regards to Acts 15. Okay. And you say you say in regards to us not keeping the law without the context of what we were discussing in Acts 15 or what's being discussed in Acts 15. Okay, so this is related to salvation. When it comes to salvation, keeping the law is not the requirement because no man can keep the law. The law is there to show us that we need a Savior. If keeping the law was all it took to be saved, then Jesus Christ died in vain. Okay, so in context, um, we should keep the or we should keep the law because the sin is not gonna go with us into heaven, into everlasting life, right? And so here, we see a couple of mentions here. For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words, subverting your soul, saying, "Ye must be circumcised and keep the law," to whom we gave no such commandment. This is a salvation issue. Okay, being circumcised and keeping the law will not save you. Okay, the circumcision represents cutting your flesh off from your, you know, from your spirit, if you will, and then the keeping of the laws to show us what sin is. And because we're in this body, we have a sinful nature. You pointed this out numerous times in these verses that you're sharing with me. Okay, so we should keep the law, no question about it. We should never sin, ever, period. No question about it. But when it comes to the issue of salvation, keeping the law will not save you, period. And we have many examples of this, and I guess this is important. Um, so, first of all, let me just point out the law is our school master to bring us to Christ. that we might be justified by faith. After that faith has come, we are no longer under a schoolmaster. Okay? So we're not under the law, rather, we are under grace, the grace of God. Okay. That doesn't mean, and Paul talks about this. This shouldn't be confusing, really. We shouldn't sin. That's why the law is there, to show us that what's wrong. But it's not going to save us. We are not to look back unto bondage, but rather look forward to our inheritance. And that's the big issue, is why are people wanting to put themselves and put others under bondage, under the bondage of law, when we have much better things to look forward to. Okay. Um, and then another thing, like regarding the law, all these have I kept since my youth, right? You're familiar with that story. Uh, the young man said unto him, all these things have I kept from my youth up, what lack I yet? So this guy kept the law. According to Matthew 19, this young rich man kept the law from his youth, never broke the law. And Jesus makes it very clear that that wasn't enough. Okay, even if you did keep the law, that wouldn't save you. You still need a Savior, no matter what. Okay, and Jesus points that out several times, over and over again, that the law is, no matter how you want to spin your life, it's not good enough. You're not perfect. If you were perfect, you would be God, and believe me, you're not God. Okay, so I appreciate that. But if you want to elaborate a little more on what your point is, I appreciate that. I hope I was clear. I thought I was clear. Maybe I misspoke in that video. I thought I was clear that this is about salvation, and keeping the law will not save anybody. All right, that should be very clear. It's hammered home in the Bible over and over and over and over. I don't know how anybody could read the Bible and not believe in once saved, always saved. It's mind boggling because it's hammered home over and over and over, chapter after chapter. Okay, let me go over these other comments here. How do people get nuclear bomb from the North Star? I don't know, but that's what Orson Welles said. Revelation prophecy happened during the reign of Caesar Nero. Okay, that's just utterly ridiculous. All right, if you want to have a further conversation, then I'd like to hear some more thoughts. So you're saying that Jesus came back, and we're in heaven right now, where there are people in heaven who have everlasting life. How does that work out? Because Revelation talks about there's a new heaven and a new earth, and no more sea. So explain how that relates to already happening. So it already happened, and now we're back to the way it was, or how does that work exactly? The very first sentence of the Bible establishes flat Earth. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's still going to be comments under review. So God called the dry land earth, gathering together the waters called he seas, and God saw that it was good. The whole idea of outer space and planets is based on false cosmology. There is no evidence of such a thing, and there will never be because it doesn't exist. The deception is so great that people literally don't even realize what ground they stand on. Revelation 12, and the dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, good comment. Flat Earth is a plane covered by the firmament. Land most likely extends past the dome. No, it doesn't. You have no idea what's going on. That's not even close. But please elaborate on this idea. Where are you getting it from? Land extends past the dome. Where is that coming from? Is that coming from a comedian in Canada? Is this a joke? All right, I don't want to hear it. A plate is round doesn't mean it's a ball. Hey, that's an excellent point right there. And I think that's the same thing. I don't know what's going on. Doubled up. Okay. The hell is beneath? Okay. I'm out of time, but thanks for your comments. I'd like